All right, guys, just going to demo out this YouTube live event feature and see how it goes. So right now you can see I've got my WordPress editor open and I am working on adding a new product and membership page to our site. Now we use the Enfold theme from Creasy, I think it's pronounced, but it's an awesome theme because it has this Avia layout builder, which is awesome for drag and drop. And if you're like me and you're definitely not a full-time WordPress developer, you're more of a marketer, or you just want to put together a site really quick, this is, in my opinion, the best way to do it. So like I said, working on products and membership page here. So I've got some stuff already added. I've already added my my kind of main headline and a couple buttons, but this is what the page looks like so far. So what we're going to do is kind of build this page out really quickly, and then I'm going to shut up in a minute so I can kind of focus on adding this stuff. But so this is what we have right now, and then we're just going to go through and try to make this thing look better. So the first thing, let's see. This is way too tight of a space between those buttons. So I've got this white space element, and I'm going to do white space about 40 pixels. Oh yeah, and by the way, I got to leave in about 20 minutes to go to another meeting. So this is going to be an attempted speed run. So I might not talk quite that much, but I want to at least have a framework up for what I'm trying to accomplish here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but so let's see here. So what I'm going to do here is I would like to tie my products that I'm going to be selling, which are mainly like ebooks and videos and courses, to the result that the person is looking to achieve. So I'm going to try to add haven't really thought about exactly how I want to do this, but I'm thinking that I'll use these icons. And so you can see like Enfold has these really cool kind of built-in features. So this is an icon box, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add, see if the first result will be build email list. And I'll just find something that's So what I'm doing here is I'm adding an internal link to further down the page. So I'm going to kind of add these icons as sort of a mini menu up above. But I'm going to go ahead and copy out this ID because I'll need it later to add in as an internal link further down the page. Let's see here. So yes, apply it to both. So I'm going to change my colors here. I don't like how that icon looks, so I'm going to try to reset it. Something different here. Something that's a little more indicative of building your email list. I don't really have, all right, let's just use that one, whatever. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like I said, just trying to get something up. And I'm just going to clone this out. And I'm going to have to go reference my, let's see here. All right, let's see. So the next one is define your market. Use this manually on market. Again, I'm just copying and pasting these IDs out because I'll need them later to set as the IDs of, or these kind of internal link locations, because I'll need them later to set as the anchor or the ID attribute of the elements in the page. So this will make more sense in a minute, but next we got sell to your audience. All right, then we got analyze and optimize to improve results. Optimize. And let's do this one. Forgot to change the icon on this one, so let me go back here. Sell to your audience. Oops. Switch those so they'll be in better order. What else we got here? Build your funnel. And then the last one is work smarter and more efficiently. Sometimes it's kind of weird about using special characters in there, so see if that slash throws it off. But what I'm doing, I'm copying these, is I'm literally just pasting them in this notepad file up here so that I can reference them later. All right, so we made a lot of updates. So let's go ahead and update the page and take a look how it looks now. Okay. Not too crazy about the colors, but like I said, just trying to move quick here. I'm not terribly worried about it. Okay, so then the next thing we'll have to do is build out each one of these sections. And they don't have to be like complete full width sections, but let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and copy this somewhat. So that's a text box element. I'm just going to click to add one down at the bottom. Probably need some white space between here to give it some padding. So I'll create a copy of that white space element, drag it down. I'm going to go to the text box. We're going to add, I'm going to change this to an H4. You don't have to use like HTML like this. I generally work with it. I generally just use it because it's gives me like a little bit more control. But as you can see, I've got all this style in here. Normally you don't want to do this. You want to have this in a CSS class, but again, I'm kind of going for speed here for now. And then I can go back and refactor all this stuff in the CSS later. So what was my first result? I know I need to add an ID equal, and then go back to my notepad. I think define market was the first one. I think this is going to look wonky. Let me move it back to text align center. Rather than be left justified, but I'll figure that out later. So two things we're going to look for here. We're going to be sure that this link works, and then also that see how that looks. So still kind of tight there on the space. All right, so at least the click worked. So you can see now while we're using those internal links. And then this go to products, I need to add this ID. Pick out hash. Okay, so I don't have any products for define your market yet, so I'm just going to add a little placeholder. Let's just do a could do a notification, promo bot. Let's see here. I have another page I think I can copy a style from. Go over to another page in my other window. Okay, so add another text box here at the bottom. I've copied over some HTML from another page. I'm just going to say coming soon for this. I can go back and add some pre-order products later on. So right now I'm just trying to fill in the framework. I'll come back later, add some, because I mean, there's no reason not to have pre-orders in here. If you already have a content calendar that you're going to stick to, you might as well add the pre-orders, you know, maybe offer a discounted price and so forth. But for now, let's just see how this looks. I'm not really sure. Okay. Good enough for now, but let's take a look. See, the gray is a little subdued, so I'll come in here. I'll change this background color to oh. Okay, so that's incrementing by. So just change the opacity there, and then Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this new style. Oops. All right, cool. Then I can just kind of copy and paste that down. So I'll just duplicate this element. Duplicate this. And of course, I'm going to have to change the ID attribute. Got a really awesome typo there, Analyte. Let's see here. All right, so I'm just going to go through and I actually got to run here in a second. So I'll go through later and finish out adding all these sections. If you want to get more, I guess, information about us and our products and our blog, and we do a lot of free training videos and so forth. So on this page, we'll actually have free products, some more, I guess, like paid products where we have some stuff that's kind of more detailed walkthroughs for as little as $7. And then we're continuously adding new products and screencasts and so forth. So if you check this out, if you're watching now or sometime in the future, then thanks for joining. And then, yeah, hopefully we will see you sometime on the other side.